Hi everyone, good morning. My lovely husband is going to be joining me today as kind of like a full-time assistant. He doesn't want to be mic'd up, so we're going to be sharing a mic. The plan for today is get the tomatoes trellis, and that job is going to be Max's. And the idea is you're going to build a box, right? You want to explain it?
Yeah, so I know you want it pretty high, right?
Yeah.
About like 6 feet?
Right, because, well, more like 7.
Okay.
Because the tomatoes that I have planted in the back are all actually indeterminate tomatoes. So it means they're going to be growing to an indeterminate height. So it could be like from 6 to 8 feet tall.
Okay.
So I think going midway at 7 feet would probably cover that, and maybe I could prune to keep it at 7 feet.
Okay. So we got 3 rows, correct?
Right.
And they're about, looks like maybe 8 to 10 feet long each row.
Right.
And the whole area is about 4 feet wide.
Right.
So yeah, I'm thinking we bake basically like a rectangle out of wood pieces for each side, and then we could put wood pieces over the top,
Right.
and maybe a couple on that bottom on the outside just to shore it up,
Right.
make sure it's not too flimsy. We'll see how wobbly that is. We may need to add a little more support in there as we go. And then as far as what the tomatoes climb up on, could we use rope?
Yeah, we're going to be using like the rope, because I
Okay.
do have rope in the back. So I think that will be strong enough to hold it, because we have some big size tomatoes that's going to be growing there.
Yeah, so we're just going to kind of wing it and we'll see how it goes as we go.
Right, because initially we're going to be using some scrap metal that I don't know if you saw the birdhouse in the front of the garden, and we kind of used one of those to, what's the word I'm looking for?
It was like 1-inch pipe.
Right.
That, can be screwed together with the proper fittings, but
Right.
These days it's pretty expensive
Yeah.
to do a whole trellis with it.
Right.
It would definitely look better than the wood. It would be less bulky.
Yeah.
But it would probably cost, with the fittings and all the pipe, at least $100, probably more. So
Right, and because I don't know if I'm going to continue putting tomatoes in that area, I don't want to kind of put that investment in. Maybe next year I'll know for sure where I want to put my tomatoes, and maybe we could have like a large one at some point.
Yeah, and the reason we're using wood is because we have scrap wood. We rebuilt our porch when we moved into the house and saved most of the old wood because it was, a little warped in places, a little worn in places, but still usable for projects like this. So.
Right. So Max is going to work on that, and in the meantime, I'm going to work on the area behind our sunroom. I just kind of want to clean up the area, throw away some things. That's the plan, and let's get started. All right. This is the area that I'll be working on. Currently we have these 2 elderberries here, but they just get like a little bit too wild and all over the place. So we're going to actually move those in the back because the elderberries can take shade. I don't know if we're going to do that today, but we're definitely going to prop this one up today if we don't move it. And then the hydrangeas that I planted here, they're still pretty small. I could tell that 2 blooms on new wood, huh?
Sorry to interrupt. The pull anything that's not a tomato bed.
Right. And I could tell that these two over here blooms on old wood, so I think I'm going to actually pop it over by where the benches are and line here with, I have some Limelight Prime hydrangeas, and I'm going to line this area with that just so there's some kind of uniformity, and this will also help me visualize where the edge of this bed will be, because later on we're going to expand this back room to come out some more, just to add some skylights, and I could actually use it as kind of a greenhouse. So I do want to make sure that I'm planting with that in mind. So initially I was actually going to use these Limelight Primes for the wall in the back, well, the wall along the side, but I do think I want to end up using some type of tall arborvitae just to provide some more privacy. Let me actually space these out first to see where I want to put it. I'm gonna go ahead and prune this. I do have a larger pruner, but I don't know where that is, so this is just going to have to do. So it looks like this grows on new and old wood. So I'm definitely forfeiting a lot from this plant by pruning off these, but I don't have the patience. And I'm also okay with doing so. Can I just give you a mic, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Can you get some water?
I have water out here.
Those are weeds, right?
Yeah, not the artichokes.
All right.
Okay.
So, thinking one board along the bottom.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
And then we need to run two through this. So we can either go outside.
Okay.
It looks like these are pretty close to this, so
Right.
I don't think we could fit it outside.
I would say inside.
Is there a channel right here?
Yeah, there's a channel right in the middle of both rows.
All right. So that's 9.5 feet I measured.
Okay.
So 9.5 feet, 2 boards like that.
Okay.
And then we'll have the box.
Okay.
6 feet.
Yeah.
8 feet would be up here.
Okay.
That seems really high.
Okay. Well, do you remember how tall the tomatoes were last year? That's why I
They're
said
about as tall as me. I didn't see any taller than me.
You didn't?
I don't think they went taller than me. I guess they could get taller.
Yeah, I think we should go 7.
We'll go 7. All right,
Okay.
so it's going to be about 4 feet wide on the base.
Okay.
7 feet high, 4 feet on top.
Okay.
Build 2 of those, and then connect them on the bottom. And I guess we'll do 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, right? Over each row. 1.
Okay. I honestly, I trust you to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a hard time visualizing what you're trying to build. Did take a slight break just to bring the girls to swim lessons, which is why we have the outfit change. It did get a little bit more muggy, so had to get rid of the long sleeves and stuff. But we're just jumping back in. He's getting the post dug. I don't remember how deep. Do you remember how deep? No, he has his headphones on. So he's onto the 3rd post hole, and he's going to have to dig 3 more. So he's just really focused and getting it done. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this part broke off, and it kind of created this thing from the branch splitting after breaking. So we're gonna try to knocking a stake. Well, I find myself gravitating to this Velcro option. I do have yarn that I could use to tie it up, but I feel like this Velcro is just so much easier to use and easier to take off. So I'm just going to and it's also really strong. So this will now, I do need to prune this off, but I do want to make sure that I clean my pruners, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I just go ahead and use some rubbing alcohol and a little piece of napkin. So this is actually the largest one of the bunch, and it's actually putting on flowers. So I'm gonna put her back here, and hopefully she'll be okay. After I put all of them in, I'm just gonna make sure that I water them deeply. But I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. I'm not gonna put any fertilizer or anything like that. Just wanna stomp down around just to make sure there's no air pockets. Huh?
Hold the pole where it is.
They look like they're leaning towards you.
Towards me?
Yeah. It's supposed to be like this.
Oh wow.
Thank God it's not one of those regular sunny days. We would die. I'm running out of little rocks.
Little rocks with the you walk over there.
You want me to come hold it where it's level? Oh, baby.
Keep going. Alright, there. Alright. Hold the level.
Which edge?
That one doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
A real 2x4.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll take like half of them.
And I'm going down to the other end?
Yeah.
Are you caught in the net?
Another one here?
Yeah. So we did the plastic trellis back here, well, nylon, right? And it doesn't seem taut enough to where it'll really hold the tomato. So we're gonna try the Florida weave system. These are still pretty short. Let me start lower. No. Hold this so it stays together. Yeah. I'm gonna start from. Oh, so also this is not really in line with the tomatoes. Okay, and then pass me it. Go back, bring me that. Take this. I'm gonna try to keep it where it's together. And now I'm going to, so as I'm taking this, you have to, do you know how to work that? Because I could do that part and you could do this part.
Can't do either.
Okay, all right. So it's essentially, you're creating a crisscross around it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's called the...
It's working.
Yeah. This is what I originally wanted to do.
You should have stuck with the original.
Well, I didn't know how well it would work. Oh, there's tomatoes actually down. No, because I can't see anything.
Should I go over on the other side?
Yeah.
Hold on. Stop.
Yeah,
I
go.
got it. Where are you going? Give me.
So while we were doing this, we realized, we should kind of switch the plans a little bit. I think we're going to just end up doing a separate video on the tomatoes themselves because we're going to actually try 3 different systems of trellising our tomatoes, just so that going into next year we have more of a plan. And I also have tried it all and would have picked a favorite by the end of the season. So next year when I plant my tomatoes, it will be easier for me to just get them in line and get them going, versus right now they're all just kind of pretty rambled, and it's also making it in this stage hard to do either one of the trellising system. So hopefully we will get it down packed this year, and next year we'll have an easier year. The reason why I'm doing this to begin with, and I'll insert a clip here at some point, is last year I had them just tied to bamboo using yarn, and it was a pain. They grew taller than the bamboo. The bamboo ended up not being strong enough, so they just looked horrible by the end of the season. So I want to try to avoid that. So I'm just going to be trying different ones. So stay tuned for that video. I think I'm going to end it here as my daughter is asking to be sprayed down with some mosquito repellent. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.